seated on the mat in a comfortable cross-legged position. So you can sit, take your socks off, and find a place where you can sit for a few minutes. We'll do a little bit of breathing to settle in to our practice tonight. So just start lengthening your inhales and your exhales. And see if, when you're inhaling, can you inhale the air all the way down to the bottom of the belly? And then as you exhale, let the air come back up from the belly into the chest, into the throat, and out. Now, we'll go into what's called box breathing. So we're going to do equal counts. Inhale, and then a hold, then exhale, and then hold. So on the hold, you just pause with either the breath inside or out. So we'll do a very slow 4-count breath here. Exhale everything out your mouth. And then inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Now go back to comfortable breathing at your own pace. Close your eyes. And before we start, I think some of you were here the last time when I brought up the concept of having an intention throughout the practice, and I wanted to maybe add some suggestions and talk about that a little bit. The concept in yoga is a Sanskrit word called sankalpa, and that's the combination of the words for vow or promise and one's highest truth. So it's making a promise to yourself, something to serve you, and you want to think of an intention that brings attention to a quality that you would like to emulate or embody or have inside of you during your practice. And maybe if we touch on it enough times throughout the practice, it might linger with you after you leave today. So some ideas that you could focus on as an intention could be gratitude or strength or awareness of the breath as you breathe in and out, making sure to stay conscious of your breathing throughout the practice. And also maybe the idea of non-attachment, letting things go that keep bothering you or keep coming up, bubbling up in your mind. So take a moment here with your eyes closed. Look inside and pick an intention for your practice. Now open your eyes. Bring your hands together. Can you see mine in front of your chest? And then rub them together. Very quickly, briskly. You're trying to generate as much heat as you can. So really push them into each other. Go fast, fast, fast. And then just take them maybe an inch, a couple centimeters apart from each other. And feel the movement of energy between the palms. See what happens when you just ever so slightly push the hands a little bit closer. Feels like the energy compresses. Now slowly draw the hands apart and see if you can feel the energy expand. And then let it dissipate. Let your hands come down to your knees. And we will come to standing. Just slowly use your hands to help you up. Come to the front of your mat. And then take a wide step to one side. So both your feet are facing the same direction, but they're pretty wide, as you can see me. And we're just going to do a little bit of flowing movement to wake ourselves up here. So first, hands face the front. Yep, hands up. And then we come over to the right side. We bend the right knee. And then we bring the hands in a big wide circle up. And then bend the other knee, come down. So we make a big circle moving, bending each knee. Inhaling as we go up one side. Exhale down the other side, making kind of a waterfall with our hands. Moving slowly, seeing if we can get a little deeper into dropping the hips. And then when you're at the top, come back down and go the other direction. And when your hands are at the top, reach the hands up high. And we'll tilt over to the right now, keeping the hands reaching up, just tilting a little bit, getting some length in the left side of the body. Inhale back up to center. Exhale to the other side, lengthening the right side of the body. And then step your feet back together, top of the mat. We're going to do a few rounds of sun salutations. Inhale, hands up. Take a peek down at your feet. They're about hip distance apart, pointing forward. Reach up, take another inhale. Exhale, fold forward into Uttanasana. Relax here. Bend your legs, alternate bending each knee. Take a few breaths at your own pace. Be conscious now as you're upside down how it feels to take a deep inhale in through the nose And see if you can still sort of push it in through the chest, into the belly. And exhale. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Step both feet back into plank position. Exhale, drop the knees to the floor and slowly lower the chest, keeping the elbows in. And then inhale, lift the chest slightly into baby cobra. You don't want to put pressure on your hands here. Just lift the chest slightly up. Don't strain the neck. And then exhale up into downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here. Alternate bending each knee. And then on an inhale, step both feet forward, coming back into Uttanasana, forward fold. Big inhale, rise up all the way, hands overhead. Exhale, hands to the chest, Tadasana. Take a breath here in mountain pose and feel your feet rooting down into the mat. Next, inhale, bring the hands up overhead. Exhale, slowly fold Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold, step both feet back into plank. Exhale, drop the knees, chest, chin to the floor. Inhale, come up. If you want, you can put a little pressure on the hands this time and lift up about halfway into a gentle cobra. No strain on the neck. Exhale, push your hips back and up into downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Make them nice, deep, long, slow breaths. Inhale, look forward, step both feet up to meet the hands. Exhale here. Inhale, lift the arms, reach up, come up onto the tippy toes. And hands in front of the chest, Tadasana. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back into plank. Inhale here and then exhale, knees, chest to the floor. Inhale up into cobra. Not locking out your elbows. And then exhale, hips back and up, downward facing dog. Pay attention to your hands here. Maybe widen the fingers and imagine that you are pressing equally from the fingers as well as the palms of the hand. And then use that pressure in the hands to push your chest a little bit closer towards your legs. Maybe lifting the tip of your pyramid up to the sky. Now inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, step it forward between the hands into a lunge. staying down low, drop the back knee to the mat. And get comfortable here, pushing the hips down towards the mat, staying low. And then take your right hand and move it to the inside of your right foot. And then slowly walk your right foot to the outside edge of the mat on the right side. So now we have both hands on the inside of the right foot. And we're feeling a little more of a stretch in the hip. Take the right hand and push it on the inside of the right knee. So we're pushing our right knee away from the body. And if it's comfortable, uncurl the toes of the back foot so the back foot and shin are flat on the ground. Now, twist towards the right, opening up the chest to the right knee. And then place the right hand back on the mat. And if it's comfortable, just for one breath, lower down one or both of your elbows to the mat. Come back onto your hands, walk the right foot back in between both hands. Curl the toes of your back foot, lift up off the knee, and send the right foot back up high behind you, and then set it down, coming back into downward facing dog. Two breaths here, long and slow, deep into the belly. Relax your head, relax your neck. Inhale to lift the left leg up. Bring it between your hands. Drop the back knee and then walk the left foot out to the left side of the mat. You've got both your hands on the inside and your back toes have uncurled, so your back foot is flat on the mat. Now press into your left knee with your left hand and rotate towards the left, opening the chest. Feel the hips sinking towards the mat, towards the earth. And then bring both hands back to the mat. And if it's comfortable, for one breath, drop one or both elbows down to the floor. Hands back up. Walk the foot to the center. Uncurl your back toes. And step the right foot forward into Uttanasana, forward fold. Shake out your knees here. Let your neck relax. Shake your head like a rag doll. Move your hips a little side to side. Come to stillness. And then plant your right hand on the mat in front of you. Bend the right knee. And then open the left arm up to the side, up above your head. So bending the right knee, looking towards the left. Right palm pushes into the ground. Feel a nice stretch in the back of the left calf. Breathe here. And let the left hand come to replace the right. Bend the left knee and open the right hand up. Stretch the right calf. And bring the hand back down. Inhale slowly to rise all the way up. Hands above the head. Now, interlace your fingers above your head. And we'll stretch to either side again. So first we'll go to the right. You can point your index fingers, but interlace the rest of your fingers, reaching up. Inhale over to the right. Imagine that your body is squeezed between two planes of glass. So both your hips are staying next to each other. Your shoulders are straight. They're not, one isn't coming forward or behind you. And we just breathe here. Breathing slowly. Inhale, reach up. And exhale to the other side. Keeping your elbows close to your ears. And inhale to center. Let the hands come down to the sides. Now, standing at the top of our mat, we're going to bring our feet together. Bring the feet together, and then sitting back into chair pose, Utkatasana. First, we sit back. Then we take our arms, reach them behind us, and then really lower down. Swing the arms alongside the feet and lift them up. Peeking down, making sure we can see our toes beyond our knees. And then we see where is our chair today? Where is our chair sitting? Chair is a challenging, uncomfortable position. And this is a perfect time to come back to your intention. What is it that you want to embody in your practice today? Bring the hands to prayer in front of the chest. Now we're going to twist to the left. So right elbow to the outside of the left knee. And we use the hand, where we use the elbow to push into the knee and help us twist to the left. If you want, try opening your wings. Open your hands and your arms. One coming above you, one going along your leg. And bring your hands back to prayer. Stand up straight. Take a breath here. Take a break. Breathe deeply. And then sit back down into the chair, preparing to twist on the other side. Hands at the heart. And then we bring the left elbow to the right knee. And we use the elbow to twist towards the right. Paying attention to the hips, keeping them side by side, not letting one ride forward. And then if you want to open the arms, the right arm reaching for the ceiling and the left arm reaching for the floor. And then come back to standing. Shake your legs out. Find your Tadasana. Find your mountain pose. Your feet hip distance apart. Lift up your toes. Spread them wide and then push them back into the mat. Now feel as you're pushing your toes, the middle of your foot and your heels, see if the kind of helps lift the chest a little. Standing tall like a mountain, the top of your head is being pulled towards the ceiling. Your chest is open, and you're breathing here. All right, we're going to step back for Warrior Two. So step back with your left leg. And for Warrior Two legs, we want the left leg to be, the left foot to be directly behind the right heel. So you draw a line from the center of your right heel down to the middle of the left foot. And then you create a bit of an angle with the back foot. So the heel is the last part of your body and your toes are coming forward just slightly. But then we bend the knee. We bend the front knee over the right ankle. And we sort of see where is comfortable for us. How wide do our feet need to be? We can play with this. We can adjust this to create a stable foundation. And we first get our legs stable. We're opening the torso to the side of the room and then extending our hands to either side. And then we look forward over the right hand. So our whole body, our chest, our stomach, our hips are open to the side of the room, but we're looking forward over that right hand. We're breathing here, and we're remembering our intention. Now we'll do a few breathing flows here. So on an inhale, we straighten the front leg and lift the arm. Exhale, come back into Warrior Two. Bend the leg, arms to the side. Inhale, straighten the front leg, hands up. Exhale, Warrior Two. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down, Warrior Two. And then on your next inhale, drop the back hand to the back of the thigh. And then flip the palm of the front hand. Lift the front hand up above the head. We're having a nice curve in the back here. We're arching back. This is Reverse Warrior. Take a breath here. And on your next exhale, come into Warrior Two. Check out your knee, bend your knee a little more. Inhale, Reverse Warrior. The front knee stays bent, but we lift the hand towards the sky. Exhale, Warrior Two. And step the back foot forward and shake out your legs. Okay, for the next side, we're going to step back with the right foot. Taking a moment to get our base. Feet in one line. A little bit of an angle inward for the back foot. The front knee, the left knee, is over the front ankle. And when we're stable, we lift our arms up to either side. We check in with our torso. We try to keep the torso as centered as possible. It's hard if you can't see yourself, but kind of look down and try to feel long and centered. Then look over your left hand, looking forward. Keep a bend in the front knee. Breathe here. Remember your intention. Your sankalpa, your promise to yourself. And then we're going to inhale, straighten the front leg, hands up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten and up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, down. Now inhale into reverse warrior. Bringing the back hand to the back leg and lifting the left hand up to the sky. Looking up, taking a few breaths here. Keeping a bend in the front knee. Front knee stays over the front ankle. And then exhale, warrior two. Extend the arms. Inhale, reverse warrior. Shift, so you're coming back. It's just a little bit of a back bend. The chest is lifting towards the ceiling. Exhale, warrior two. And step the feet forward, shake it out. Okay. Inhale. The hands up overhead. Reach up. Come up to your tippy toes. Awkwardly. And then exhale. Fold forward. Uttanasana. Inhale. Halfway lift. Exhale. Fold and step back with your left foot. So we're in a low lunge here. Drop the left knee. And then let's shift our weight back so we straighten the right leg. Coming into half Hanumanasana. This is, if you play with this, with the placement of your back leg, that this can be preparation for the splits. You can sort of drop the hips deeper, come to a comfortable position by walking your front foot forward and inching your back knee. But don't strain yourself. Just come to a comfortable position where you feel you're getting a very nice stretch that feels good for you. Letting the hips open towards the ground. And then walk the front foot back a little bit so you can just straighten the front leg and fold over it. For this, we just want to be getting a stretch in the calf, in the hamstring, the bottom of the right leg. Breathe here. Breathe into the leg. It's amazing how if you close your eyes and you really focus on the leg and you say, I'm breathing into my leg, it's like you can feel the air and the oxygen going into that limb. Now, come forward into a low lunge. If you have to adjust your legs, that's okay. Sinking the hips here. And then one more time, shift the hips back and stretch the bottom of the right leg. You can hold on to your right foot if you want. And then forward into a lunge. Lift the back knee. Your hands are on either side of your front foot. Find a stable base here because we're going to come up into a high lunge. So your back heel is off the mat. It's just your toes of the back foot on the ground. And now we lift up, keeping the right knee over the right ankle. And then we lift our arms up to the sky in Anjaneyasana, crescent lunge. Breathe here. And then let your hands Hands drop behind your back, interlace your fingers, and pull the chest open. Then check in with your knee. Drop the front knee over the ankle. Push the back heel towards the mat, extending the stretch in the back leg. Look up at the crease between the wall and the ceiling in front of you. Inhale and exhale. Drop the hands to the mat. Step forward into Uttanasana. Shake out the legs. Breathe here. Inhale, lift halfway. Make an L shape. Push your top of your head towards the front of the room. And then exhale, fold forward and step back with the right foot. We drop the right knee down. We shift the weight back. And you can either just stay here and stretch the bottom of the left leg, or you can try walking your foot forward a little bit. Front foot forward, back knee back, and come into some level of getting as close to the splits as your body thinks is appropriate. I'm nowhere near the splits. I've never been able to do the splits. I wonder if I even am capable. Some people just don't have the stretchiness. And then come back so your left leg is straight, extending out in front of you. Your hips are above the back knee. And you can grab hold of your left foot. And then we come forward into a low lunge. Sink the hips towards the mat. Move the hips a little side to side. Extending the stretch. Every time you're stretching, you want to do a little bit of movement to find, not to find anything, but just to ensure that all the parts of you are getting stretched, not just the first one that you accidentally fall into. It's good to do a little side to side in all these poses. And then one more time. Hips back. Stretch the bottom of the left leg. Toes are coming towards the body. And forward into a low lunge. Lift the back knee. Find a stable base, a good spacing for your legs that feels good to you. And then slowly with control, inhale up into Anjaneyasana, crescent lunge on this side. Hands come up above the head and the front knee is over the front ankle. We're close enough. Inhale here. And then drop the hands behind you. This time, crisscross your fingers the other way. If you always have a comfortable way to do it. So then remove them and shift them up one finger. So they are crossing in the non-dominant way. And then open the chest. Pull the hand out behind you. Inhale the hands up one more time. And then exhale. Come forward. Step the foot forward. Come into a forward fold and shake out your legs. Inhale, lift the arms up overhead, all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Let your hands fall to the side. Take a breath here into Tadasana. Find stillness. Find rooting. remember the energy that you felt flowing between your hands at the beginning of the session. Imagine that energy is pulsing out of your feet and into the ground. That energy that you're building up inside of your body is flowing out of your skin from all directions. Now we'll take a wide step to the side, coming into a wide-legged stance. We want our, what do you call them? We want our feet facing forward. And we want the legs to be comfortable. So we'll be able to come into a forward fold here. So find a moment to get stable, to feel really sturdy here. Inhale. And then as you exhale, fold just halfway down. So as we come halfway, the top of our head is pointing forward, and we can already feel the stretch in the back of the legs. Take a minute here and breathe into the back of the legs. And now drop the hands to the floor and slowly fold all the way down to wherever's comfortable. Keep a slight bend in your knees. You don't want to lock the knees out. And we'll just twist a few times to either side. So first plant the right hand and lift the left up to the sky. Very slowly stretch. You feel it on the inside of the right thigh. Exhale the left hand down. Inhale the right hand up. Exhale down. Inhale the left hand up. This time exaggerate. Bend the right knee and feel more of a stretch in the left leg. Exhale down and inhale the right hand up. Bend the left knee. Exhale down. Now inhale, hands to your hips and slowly come back up to standing. Step the feet together. Take a breath here. We'll go into tree pose for balance. So we want to take a minute to really root down through the left foot. So pick up the left toes, spread them, set them back down, and really push into the earth with your toes as you start to lift up the right foot. And just really slowly bring the right knee in front of you. And breathe here for a moment before putting the foot on your leg. And then place the foot either on the inside of the left thigh or the side of the left shin, or use it as a kickstand and have the toes on the ground and the heel against the left ankle. Any of these are good options. What is not a good option is to have the foot pressing against the knee. So just let the knee be free. That should be the knee's motto. All right. And here, find a stable point, a non-moving point. So definitely not me. This is called your drishti, which allows you to focus in balancing poses. Any little non-moving object as we raise our hands up to the sky and grow our branches. Breathing into our trunk and remembering our intention. Hands back to heart center. And then we come out slowly and with something. I can't think of the word. But we come back out the way we came. We bring our knee in front of us. And then we slowly step the foot down beside the left. Now we shake out the feet, shake out the legs, shake out the arms. Do a few big arm circles here. And other direction. All right. Now, to do our tree, our baum on the other side, we want to lift up our right toes, spread them, and push them down firmly into the mat. A very strong trunk, a very strong base. Lift up the left foot, bring the knee in front of you. Take a few breaths here, feeling your right leg as it maybe shakes a little. Stabilize, and then bring the left foot alongside the right leg, wherever feels right for you. Each side should be a little bit different. One is easier, one is harder, one is shakier. Find your drishti. Find your stable point to look at. And then grow your branches up towards the sky. If you want to really have fun, try closing your eyes. And, oh, there, I tried to come out with care, but I couldn't. But let's bring our knee in front of us for a moment, and then very slowly bring the foot down to the mat. And shake it out. Alrighty, we're going to come down into tabletop position. So coming onto the mat, hands and knees. We'll do a few cat and cows here, giving the spine a little bit of some nice wavy wake up. So on our inhale, we lift the head, we look up, and the belly button falls down towards the ground. And on the exhale, we move into cat. We round the spine up, we drop the head, look between the legs. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, nice arching kitty. Now make some circles with your hips, just moving around, very wide and slow. Just kind of flowing into a comfortable swirl move for you, and then switch direction. From here, we're going to drop down delicately onto our stomachs, lying flat. Now bring your left arm, so it's down in front of you. Can you guys see me? Maybe you're all muted. So the forearm of your left hand is parallel to the front of the mat. So you're using this as a kickstand. Your elbow, your left elbow is below your left shoulder. And you're going to use that as a base, and then you're going to reach back with your right hand and grab your right foot. And we're just doing a gentle thigh stretch here, pulling the right foot towards the right bum, and then seeing if it's comfortable. Maybe if you lift the knee a little bit, you can kind of intensify the stretch in the thigh. Breathe here. Feel how you're also getting a nice little back bend. A nice arching in your lower back. Keep the neck relaxed. And then release the foot. Switch arms. So now your right arm is your kickstand. And then reach back behind you with the left hand. Grab the left foot and stretch the left thigh. Drop your head to one side, so you're laying on your ear. Bring your arms down. Can anyone confirm? I can't see on the screen. Can you guys see me still?
Yeah, we can see you.
Okay. It looks like the whole bottom of my living room is cut off, but thank you. Okay. So take a few breaths here. And then bring your forehead to the mat. Bend both your knees. And then reach back and grab each of your feet with your hands. Coming up into bow pose. So first, just hold on to the feet. And feel the stretching of the thighs. Keep the head on the ground. And now bring the knees together. Make sure the knees are together. Your feet are close together. And then slowly start to lift the head and push the feet into the hands to rise up. To bring your chest up just a little bit more. Keeping the neck soft and gentle. Maybe on an inhale you can push just a little bit more. And then relax. Drop your head to the opposite side, letting your other ear rest on the mat. Relax completely. And now bring your head up. Use your hands to push you up so you can come into a seated position, legs out in front. We're going to spread the legs wide, setting up for a wide-legged forward fold. So our first action is we want to use the hands behind the hips, maybe a little bit to the side of the hips, and then use that to lift the chest. Now both our toes are pointing towards the ceiling, and we're pushing out through the heels. The heels are trying to push the walls to each side. Our fingertips are pushing into the ground, so we're feeling long, a nice lengthened trunk here. And then we bring the hands up. And first we're going to go to one side. So rotate your torso over the right foot, over the right leg, and then slowly drop down, reaching as you fold. You're not just immediately curving all the way down, but you're continuing to reach to pull towards this side. And then let your hands come to wherever they do. Maybe it's the shin, maybe it's the knee, maybe it's the ankle or the toes. But no matter where we are, we want to inhale and still find a little lift in the chest. And then exhale, we can fold a tiny bit deeper. Now take your left hand, I lied. Take your right hand and walk it out to the right side. And use that to sort of leverage your body into twisting just a tiny bit more. And reach over the right leg. All right, inhale the hands up, lengthen up, long trunk. Shift over the left leg and reach and fold. Reach and fold over the leg. And then let your hands come down to their happy place. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Bring the left hand out to the side and see if you can create a little bit of opening for some twist here. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, come forward down the center. Let the hands just come wherever they are. Don't strain, don't push. Use the breath. Inhale, lengthen, lift the chest. Exhale. Let yourself come down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Toes pointed up. Come back to your intention. What quality do you want to embody in your practice and in your life? One more deep breath here. And then slowly come up. Bring the legs together. Cross the right foot over the left leg. Setting up for a twist. So, you've got the right knee in front of you. You're going to take the left arm up, reach it up, and then bend the elbow and bring the elbow to the outside of the bent knee. And then you take your right hand behind you. You inhale, lengthen the spine, lift the head, and exhale, come to twist. Only twisting the torso, not straining the neck. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to twist. Inhale back to center, shake out your legs, and switch the switch which leg is bent. So now we bring the left knee up, cross the foot over the right leg, Bring the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Left hand behind us. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist. Inhale, gently release, shake your legs, and come to lying on your back. Just about ready for Shavasana, but we'll do a few gentle moves first. So, first just lie flat on the back and relax into this new position. Take a few breaths. And then bring the knees into the chest. Squeeze them with your hands. And then bring the arms inside the knees and grab the outside of each foot. And now we just kind of bob around in happy baby pose. Move however feels good to you, giving your spine a little massage. I like to just sort of straighten and bend each knee. You can move forward and back or side to side. Just letting go of any tension. And then bring your feet together and let your knees drop out to either side in butterfly legs. So now just rest your arms on the ground. One last hip opener for the evening. And for one last time, come back to your intention. Think about if it's something you want to carry with you for the rest of the evening. Maybe bring it with you tomorrow. Use your hands to help lift up your knees, bring the knees together, and then let your legs extend out to the corners of your mat. And now it's time to completely release. Close your eyes. Let your breath flow gently. Imagine that this mat is a raft floating in the water. And the sun is shining down, warm but not too hot. And you're completely relaxed. And before we go, I'll leave you with a poem. just listen to the images in the words. I live my life in widening circles that reach out across the world. I may not complete this last one, but I give myself to it. I circle around God and the ancient tower. I've been circling for thousands of years, and still I do not know. Am I a falcon, a storm, or a great song? Think about the energy we felt between our hands. Imagine that energy rippling out away from your body. Slowly start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Make some little circles with your ankles and your wrists. And then reach your arms overhead like you just woke up. And stretching long through your toes and your fingers. And then roll onto one side. And slowly push yourself up into a seat. Thank you very much for your time with me today.
Thank you, Beck.
Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you, Slippy.
Thank you, and have a nice evening